Hey everyone, today we're diving into a step-by-step guide to navigating Gemini, Google's cutting-edge AI assistant. Whether you're a student, a professional, or just someone looking to explore the world of AI, this tutorial is designed to walk you through the essentials of getting started with Gemini. So get ready to unlock the potential of this powerful tool and make the most out of your AI experience. Let's get right into it. In a nutshell, Gemini is Google's own AI assistant powered by their advanced large language model called Pathway. It's designed to help with a ton of different things. Want to write a poem? Ask Gemini. Need to summarize a long research paper? Gemini's got your back. Trying to brainstorm ideas for a project? Gemini can assist with that too. The possibilities are pretty endless. To start using Gemini, head over to the official website. Now, once you land on the Gemini page, you should see a button that says Try Gemini. Click on it to initiate the setup process. Now, if you don't already have a Google account, you'll need to create one. But if you're all set, go ahead and click on the Get Started button. A new window will pop up prompting you to agree to the terms of service. After you've agreed, you'll be led to a page that asks you to install a Google Chrome extension. While this isn't mandatory, installing the extension can make it easier to access Gemini across different websites. You can always use Gemini without the extension, so it's your choice. After going through the setup, you'll find yourself on the main Gemini interface. Let's break down what you're seeing. First off, you've got the input box where you type your questions or prompts. Right above it, you'll see a button that says New Chat. Click on it to start a fresh conversation. To the left, you'll notice a section called Past Conversations. This area will show you your earlier discussions with Gemini, unless you choose to keep it hidden in settings. Now, let's say you want to ask Gemini to create a workout plan for you. As you type this prompt, Gemini will start processing it and give you some options in real time. These suggestions are based on what Gemini thinks you might want to see in a workout plan. You can either pick one of these options or keep typing until you finish your prompt. When you're done, hit the Enter key to send it to Gemini. Gemini will then start working on your request. The time it takes for Gemini to respond depends on how complex your prompt is. Simple questions might get an instant answer, but more involved requests could take a few seconds or even longer. While you wait, you'll see a message letting you know that Gemini is thinking. Once it's ready with an answer, you'll see it pop up below your question. So Gemini has given us a sample workout plan. But what if you want to tweak it a bit? No problem. You can click on any part of Gemini's response to bring up a menu of options. Let's say you want to make the plan shorter. Find the Shorten option and click on it. Gemini will generate a condensed version of the original response. Now imagine that you really like the workout routine, but you'd prefer it in a Google Doc. There's a handy option for that too. Look for the export icon, usually represented by a share button, and click on it. From the drop-down menu, you'll likely find an option to save the response to a Google Doc. Once you click it, the content from the chat will be neatly organized in a document ready for you to edit or share. If you come across something in Gemini's response that you want to dig into further, you can highlight it and ask for more information. This way you can keep the conversation going and build on the initial response. You can also give Gemini feedback by hitting the like button. Let's say you're a history buff and you're curious about the origins of the Olympic Games. Type your prompt into the input box and click Enter. Gemini will start searching through its vast knowledge base to craft a response. Since this is a straightforward question, you'll probably get an immediate answer. And here we have some interesting facts about the ancient Olympics. If you want more details, you could ask a follow-up question like, what types of events were included in the ancient Olympic Games? By clicking on the More option, Gemini will dive deeper into your request. This allows you to explore topics in greater depth and get more specific information tailored to your interests. Now, let's shift gears to a more creative task. What if you wanted to write a poem about the ocean? Type your prompt into the input box and press Enter. You'll see Gemini flexing its creative muscles to craft some verses for you. The The poem might take a few moments to generate as Gemini weaves words together to match your prompt. And here's a poem about the ocean. Pretty cool, right? It's not just text. It's a piece of art created by an AI. If you're not into this poem and would like another one, you can click on the Regenerate option. Gemini will shuffle its poetic gears and come up with a brand new version for you to appreciate. If you find the poem interesting and want to remember it, you can save it to a Google Doc by using the export feature. Having it saved makes it easier to revisit later. Imagine having a dedicated research assistant by your side who can quickly sift through tons of information. That's what Gemini is like. Let's say you're writing an essay on climate change and you need to summarize a lengthy research paper. Just upload the PDF file to Gemini using the file upload icon. Then ask it to provide a summary. As you can see, Gemini is reading the uploaded document. After processing the file, you'll see a neatly summarized version of the research paper. It's like having someone else read and digest a hefty book for you. And the cherry on top, this process works with many file formats, including PDFs, making research and writing much smoother. Now, let's tackle a scenario where you're planning a trip to Paris and need to book flights. You can use Gemini to compare prices across different travel websites, saving you precious time. Simply ask Gemini to find the cheapest flight from your location to Paris on specific dates. Gemini will search through various travel sites, compile the prices, and present you with the best options. It's important to note that while Gemini can gather and present information, it can't directly make bookings for you. However, it can provide you with links to the booking websites, making the process seamless. Imagine having a personal tutor that can explain complex topics in simple terms. That's what Gemini's Learning Assistance feature is like. Let's say you're tackling calculus homework and struggling with derivatives. Ask Gemini to explain the concept in a way a 12-year-old would understand. You'll see Gemini breaking down the concept of derivatives, simplifying it with an easy-to-follow explanation and examples. This feature is like having a patient tutor who doesn't get frustrated, making learning more accessible and less intimidating. Now let's talk about coding. Even if you're not a developer, Gemini can help you make sense of code snippets. If you're working on a project that involves code, you can upload the code file to Gemini and ask questions about it. For instance, if you're unsure about a specific line of code, you can ask Gemini to explain it. You can also use Gemini to debug your code. If you're facing errors, you can ask it to identify the issues and suggest fixes. Gemini can even help you write code by giving you suggestions and completing lines based on your instructions. That was a quick tour of Gemini's capabilities. Now it's your turn to explore and see what you can create. Experiment with different prompts and tasks to discover the full potential of this amazing AI tool.